Hello, this is Rob Scanlon, one of the founders of Private Sales Coach. If you're like the vast majority of sales organizations today, you have some real questions about what you're going to do in 2009. The current world economic climate raises some very difficult and challenging questions for those of us responsible for the sales numbers in 2009. As we look out over the sales horizon for 2009, sales organizations fall into one of three categories. For many, this is a crisis. For others, there are simply questions about the horizon. They're not sure of how this is going to impact their numbers, but it's probably not good. And for a handful of organizations, it's the same old stuff. They don't see any changes in 2009. If you're in the first two categories, and you see the 2009 selling environment as either a crisis or full of questions, there are actions that are required. What shall we do? How shall we then live? Sales organizations who look at 2009 and see crisis or questions will take one of two paths. They will take the same old song approach. They'll make predictable adjustments. They'll turn the same dials everyone else does. They'll follow the herd. Metaphorically, they'll hide in the basement until the storm passes. And of course, they'll have predictable results. They will shrink, in best case scenario, at least as much as the market shrinks, and probably more. Other sales organizations will take another approach. They'll find better ways to deal with the crisis. They will allow the crisis and the questions to make them a better sales team. They'll search for better approaches. They'll make innovative adjustments. They'll differentiate themselves. They'll eat their competitors' shares of the pie. They'll eat the best shares of the pie. They'll steal market share, and they'll grow stronger. Whichever path the sales organization takes, they're still going to have to provide answers for some people who are going to ask very tough questions. As executive teams look at the economic climate, the executive team is going to turn to sales management and ask two very tough questions. Where are these numbers coming from? How are you going to mitigate the effect of the market and pull off these sales numbers? And because things roll downhill, sales managers will then ask salespeople tough questions. Where and how are you going to make up for the deals that are dropping out of your pipeline because of the market? Of course, sales reps have their own tough questions. They have questions for sales management and executives. What are you going to do to help me in this environment, other than looking over my shoulder, other than scrutinizing my pipeline? These kinds of selling environments not only have executives, sales managers, and sales reps asking each other very difficult questions, but in the quiet places, they're each asking themselves some difficult questions as well. Executives are asking themselves, what can I do differently? What can I do differently than my competitors to save as much business and as many people as possible? And sales managers are asking themselves, how do I save as many deals as possible and lower my risk on the fewer opportunities that I do have? And the sales reps are asking themselves, how do I keep my house? How do I make my expenses with the few deals that I have in play? How do I make my number? How do I take care of my family? In these Darwinistic times, there will be those that thrive and those that crumble. Those that not only maintain hope, but they execute. They will not only keep their attitude and their focus, but they will be the innovators of the day as well. If it's your intention to be one of those sales organizations that thrives in this time, we have something to talk to you about. Something that will impact those sales opportunities. A potent weapon your competitors do not have. We have something to help you. Benchmarking your sales opportunities, improving the quality of these opportunities, improving the execution of these opportunities, and leveraging your own organization's selling wisdom. We would love to help you during these times. Give us a call. Send us a note at Private Sales Coach.